Hello there friends, and welcome back to more Metaphor Fantazio. Last time, we set off for the road towards the Abandoned Tomb. After getting tipped off that this is a place where we can find this ring to trade for information on getting back Grius' memento, as it was unfortunately stolen from us. Great way to be introduced to a town that we just saved. Wonderful. Anyways, today we arrived here at the Abandoned Tomb, and we're going to be exploring it. So, I've swapped Stroll over to Brawler. We're at a tomb where there's a bunch of undead. It seems pretty obvious that we're going to want something that can punch really hard. Also, I've kept Will on Wizard, and I've inherited Hama onto him. And I've also gone ahead and unlocked the Healer archetype with Hulkenberg, kept her on Magic Knight, so we can inherit Hama from the Healer as well, just so we have light magic damage. We also know that we're going to be going up against Mimic enemies, thanks to the Informant in Martyra, and so Heisme on Thief, he's going to keep Gold Attack on his person, so that we can remove their turn icons if need be. We also, thankfully, with Stroll as a Brawler, we'll have access to Energy Ray, so we have 3 means of dealing light damage. Pretty useful. If you need to unlock anything, be sure to talk to our favorite Stalker here more. Otherwise, let's get this thing on, let's get the show on the road, as they say. Let's do this.
Let's go.
There's a lot to this dungeon. This is one of the bigger optional dungeons in the game, so we have quite a bit to go through. This is also a dungeon that I would highly recommend you do after completing the Krugenta Castle, even though it is available beforehand. Very similar to Baliga Corridor. Hey Gallica, do you have any idea where this ring we're after might be? I'll check, but I don't think I'll see anything. Nope, no good. Can't tell where it is at all. But on the bright side, there's a lot of treasure chests here. Oh, that's some great news. Now that we know, we can scour every... Do you recall that our objective is finding this ring?
Right.
I'll bear that in mind. Will, lead the way if you would. Sounds good. Weak foes shall only exhaust us. I'd rather not make camp in a tomb. Fair enough. There's just this guy staring at a wall. I mean, that's a pretty cool wall. I get it.
Now what am I to do?
That wall feels off. It won't budge when I give it a push, or if I try pulling on it. Is it just a regular wall? Someone's really captivated by that wall, huh? Why are you even here? Sure, I'm guessing that'll be valuable later. We can see that there's the red diamond of holiness is marking us towards that wall, so obviously it'll be important later. The Abandoned Tomb has multiple winding corridors, very similar to the Man-Eater's Grotto, so it's pretty easy to get lost in here. Remember, check the chests with Face Eye. This dungeon, if you did this before Krugenta Castle, this is your tutorial for Mimics. This is a Mimic right here. We see the red outline, that means it's Mimic. Alright, we know how to handle these guys though. Gold Attack. Didn't get a crit, but that's okay. Use Energy Ray. Decent damage. We can use Hama here to try and do more damage, get more turn icons. Wizard should be able to do quite a bit here. He won't be able to get too much out of you. Let's run forward and do Dark Sword, I guess. And then... Skullcracker? Maybe finishes it off? Oh, no, if only we had a little bit more damage rolls. Oh, well, that's fine. Spinter's Waste. Lost 10,800 Reeve. Yeah, bastard. Okay. Yellow. Taking my money, that's what you get. Okay. Yeah, that kind of sucks, but thankfully, we don't have to worry about running into mimics later, so... Enigmatic accessory has to be praised at a town to equip. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, losing your money here kind of blows, but trust me, we have Merchant. We're not in the need for any cash. Speaking of, I'll probably use this dungeon to farm some money anyways. Actually, thinking about that accessory reminds me, there was an accessory that we stole from Goddard that I don't think I went over, so let's go and check that out. It was the Polarity Magnet. Prevents paralysis. Pretty valuable, where you will see use of that later, but I wanted to go ahead and steal that so I didn't have to buy it later. Go ahead and take care of these guys. These are strong enemies, because we're not taking them down. Okay. Undead enemies, we know how to deal with them. We didn't kill that one. Hopefully Stroll can kill these guys in one hit. Yes, okay. Of course, they're undead enemies, they're skeletons. You would think they're weak to light, but I guess not. We don't have any easy way of taking care of them with AoE moves, so we're just gonna hit them normally, save some MP here, swap over to Stroll and do Perfect Punch. Easy peasy. Open treasure chest. This is not a mimic, thankfully.
Let's take it and move on.
Spiked gloves. Ooh, perfect. I have gloves right now on Stroll that increases damage to undead, Fist of Salvation, but these spiked gloves will definitely cancel out that extra damage bonus. And plus, we're going to be fighting things in here that aren't just undead, like the mimics. So we want to make sure to have as much damage as possible. Kind of stuck here, aren't we? We can use face sight to try and find an exit, like this. Very flattering camera angle right there. Can we attack this? No, we can't. Okay. Move through this corridor, and this will lead us down to a lower level. Jump down. Again, there's so many layers of this area. Check this. Ah, good old mimics. Yes, again, there are a ton of them in this area. That's fine. They're all gonna basically be the exact same. Try to get crits. There we go. That's what we like to see. Energy ray. That's much better damage right there. Instead of like the 600 we were doing, that's almost 800 damage. That should be enough for us to be able to piece this guy off. I'd rather spend the money to kill it before he takes all of my Reeve, so I'm okay spending 1,000 Reeve to do unscathed damage to this guy. Ooh, Blessed Water. If you can try to steal Blessed Waters from the Mimics, that's also very valuable, as it is in Quigenta Castle. I'm not going to try and worry about that right now, though. Scrap Metal. Okay, that's not nearly as valuable as the appraised accessory that we could have gotten, but it's okay.
Right there.
More undead soldiers. These are Grand Trad soldiers that are just kind of hanging out. Man, they're a long way from home. I guess this is a tomb for a esteemed noble, so I guess they would have some kind of high-class protection, but I would expect it to be hired mercenaries or private guard rather than Grand Trad guards. And the downside of reusing assets, I guess. But I guess you could always assume it's just part of the world building. Hey, these guys are weak to dark. Interesting for undead enemies to be weak to that element, but I'll take it. Let's just pass turn. Maybe I can do Batra and just do regular damage. Yeah, there we go. Wizard as an archetype is very, very strong. Something I want to show here later. I do want to showcase the Gunner's overworld attack prowess because we haven't seen it yet, and that's one of our newest archetypes. Same thing with the Thief, I just haven't had time because other archetypes have been more valuable. But at some point, okay, I almost got Dark Souls there. Oh, interesting. That was a White Clad right there. This is almost certainly a Mimic. Yep. There's just been better archetypes to use at certain other times. There will be points where the Gunner will be valuable again, but it just hasn't popped up recently. If I have the time, maybe I'll show it here, but for right now, I don't plan to. We didn't get that extra turn icon, which makes us a little scary. Maybe we can get it with Skullcracker? Okay, just barely. I need to make sure Stroll's topped off before we fight a Mimic. That way his energy ray is going to be as strong as possible. Another benefit of him being on Brawler here is we'll be able to try and get more Heroes Leap Lights. Ooh, Magla Injection, another 100 MP to an ally. Very valuable. I want to try and get as many of those consumables as possible. That way we can really... Oh, hello. That way we can level up archetypes fast. This right here is a very valuable leveling room for MP or for trying to get more Reeve from the Merchant. I just want to target this guy right here, this White Clad. That way we can dash in and just kill all these guys in one fell swoop. No problem. Get all of our MP back, essentially. In the distance, however, there's one of those Lich enemies we fought in a previous recruitment dungeon, so we're going to have to be very careful around him. He is essentially this area's mini-boss, so let's target him. I want to try and get a back attack on him. He's facing me, though, right now.
I see the enemy.
He sees me, he sees me.
Right there.
Okay, he's teleporting to me.
I see the enemy.
Get a back attack. I want to get as many. I want to get an advantageous strike if I can afford it. Okay, okay. Oh, that was a delayed attack on him. Oh my goodness. Okay. This guy has a lot of HP, so getting an advantageous. You saw right there, 850 damage on the Kata Blitch, or Kata Bitch, as I used to call them. 850 damage free, and he doesn't get the move this turn? Yeah, very valuable. Let's use Mudo and take care of these ads.
I shall fight. Give me your
I could use Energy Ray here. Please do not get unstunned. Okay, very good, very good. Let's pass turn and just try to kill... Actually? Yeah, let's just try to kill the ads here. And I'll try to steal from the Kata Bitch. Couldn't steal from him. That's unfortunate. Okay. That's fine. We'll just kill this ad. Hulkenberg's here. We'll run to the front line and we'll do Medi line. That way Stroll is topped off. Okay. He's gonna be stunned. Perfect. For our good old buddy Will, we're gonna do Hama. Okay, 263 is pretty good. We'll try steal again. Sanctor's Vigor. Very, very good weapon to try and steal. We'll do energy right here. 792. Let's go. Brawler is still coming in handy, even though we're definitely far away from having unlocked it. Level 28 for Will. Let's put this stat into magic. We are doing magic stuff right now anyways. I want to check out the Sanctor's Vigor. Sanctor's Vigor, same attack power as Weeping Bloodstaff, except it increases electric attack strength. This is actually very valuable for the wizard, as their super powerful synthesis skill is electric elements. So if you want to do an electric build against an enemy that's weak to electric, like Goddard, for example, you could just put that weapon on and just blast the shit out of him. This one's not a mimic, thankfully.
Here we go.
What we get? Rejuvenation Bell, medium HP recovery every turn in battle. Pretty valuable. I believe it is a, excuse me, I'd say. I think it's 17 HP recovery every turn, somewhere around there. Pretty decent. Superior Gritty Light Armor. That's a mouthful. Hello there, Talkative Tooth. Ahaha! Hey, you there! Are you confident in your agility? What? It's here again. Any more stage advice, Little Tooth? The more agile you are, the more your attacks hit, and the more dodgy you get. And when you're running away from enemies, you gotta have agility to book it. And you'll be able to act before your opponents. And when you want to steal from enemies, agility will help you line your pockets. All this to say, agility is real important, see? Ain't I a sweet little tooth? Yeah, I know. If we meet again, I'll let you in on some more tooth tips. Yes, so I've already mentioned this a few times, but same things like stealing are tied to your agility. Being able to hit enemies, also tied to your agility. Which is also a big reason why Will's accuracy on Merchant was pretty low for a good while, because I have not boosted my agility very much on Will at all. Oh, this guy's about to die. Yoink. He was guarding a regular chest. Okay. I want to talk to that guy that just watched me massacre this undead. Apprentice Abacus. Can be purified at a church. Okay, 165 attack power. That is nowhere near as strong as our standard, current Abacus that we've been wearing. With the Discerning Abacus, our strongest weapon right now. All stats +2, increases damage against Mimic-type monsters, which we are definitely going to be taking advantage of. But if it can get purified, maybe it will be stronger.
You're not serious.
Oh, listen to me, please. I know this sounds unbelievable, but I was almost eaten by a treasure chest. I thought I'd finally struck it rich, but as soon as I stepped closer, its mouth unhinged and tried to swallow me. If I wasn't quick on my feet, I'd have been that thing's dinner. If you came here looking for treasure, watch out. I think I'm done with treasure chests. At least for a while. Well, thanks for the very delayed advice. I guess if you haven't opened any chests at this point in time, that is a sign to be very careful. And that right there is a big treasure chest. We're gonna worry about that one later. First things first, there was this ladder over here by the big Kata bitch that we were fighting, and I want to go and check this one out. Grab this ladder. Finally not calling them staircases. Character development. Run down here, we've got some ads. They're all weak enough for me now. There we go. Grab this item.
Hey, you found something.
I think because we're not worrying about this right now, I'm actually gonna swap Will over to the Merchant. I wanna see if I can't reach rank 20. I think my gear is the exact same. It shouldn't have shifted. Sandglass Cuirass, Sandsil, Squire's Bracelet. Yeah, perfect. Swap over to Merchant. We'll go ahead and level this up for a little bit. Ooh, Red Atalanta. Come on, come on. Yeah, you can't run from me, buddy. Yes, great work, everyone. We have bullied those Elementus for so long now. Those things do not stand a chance. All right, let's drop down. This is on the other side of the entrance. Interesting. Hello there, Gold Beetle.
Great find.
I believe that's Gold Beetle 11 or 12, somewhere around there.
Maybe there's something to do here.
Nothing over here. By the Bestest Boy Plateau, there's a ladder right across from where the Talkative Tooth was. Let's take this upwards. Leads us to a new area.
Right there.
Go ahead and clear out these enemies for some money. And we have a locked room right here.
Pleasure to find some treasure.
Yes, Galga, very astute of you. We're in this room right here. Take care of these guys that were trying to Dark Souls me. Take this ladder down. It's a straight line, very nice. I like straight lines.
Pleasure to find some treasure.
Grab this item, head south.
Right there.
Okay, these guys are all going down pretty fast, no problemo. Check this. It is not a mimic. Rejoice.
Yeah.
Heroes Fruits. Okay. Oh, that's fine. We'll work with that.
There's something we can use nearby.
Nothing for face sight. That's okay.
I see the enemy.
There we go. Take those two guys down. There's a little crevice and a lever. I like pushing levers. I wonder how they make that kind of contraption here in this ancient tomb. Why would they even? I guess maybe to block out the smell of corpses, but I don't know. This doesn't really seem like a Skyrim, like Bleak Falls Barrow, where you're putting bodies on the walls, but I don't know. Maybe it still smells. I mean, it has a bunch of corpses in it. Twinkling Crystal, all stats +2. That is a piece of equipment that I usually like to put on Will, as he's kind of a jack of all trades throughout the entire game, as he cannot leave the party. So I usually like to put those kind of buffs on him so that he can kind of be a Swiss Army knife for the party. So there we go, all stats +2. He loses 1 strength stat, but he gets +2 and everything else. He's doing just fine. So this leaves us around over here, which is interesting. Let's go ahead and just walk through here so we have it on our minimap. Otherwise it won't show up. Okay. If we double back, that's where we just got that stat, all stats +2. There's another crevice right here that we can crawl through. Thank God for Will being really short. Ray on that one. Alright, superior gritty armor. Here's another wall for us. That wall's got a strange design on it. Doesn't it look like it might move or something? Maybe it's actually a door we can open if we have the key. Okay, well, good to know. There's some treasure chests behind that door, too. There's a gap that we can't cross, so we'll have to find another way around. Okay, we've returned to Plateau. I'm gonna walk this way and avoid the big chest and go behind it to find 2 undead guards, just one of Grand Trad and one of Luis's white clads. I don't know why they're here, but they're here. This one's normal. Yippee!
We found something.
We're so lucky.
Balm of Life. I'll take it. And then, over here is the big chest. I would suggest saving, because I can guarantee you probably know what it is. Wow, look at that red outline. I'm still gonna touch it. Ooh, boy. This sure looks suspicious. What do you want to do, Will? It's definitely a trap. I think so too, but we've been up and down this place and still haven't found the ring. Maybe this chest is a mimic? Yes, let's open it. What? It was a mimic this whole time?
This is no good.
Yep, that's a trap, all right. Would it not have been wiser to, I don't know, not open it?
Come now.
I concur, but there's no returning spilled water to this basin. The trap is sprung. Suppose you're right. Whinging only prolongs this. Let's tear it apart and be done with it.
Stay on guard.
My thoughts exactly. At the ready, everyone. Sounds good. Let's do this. So, Trove Mimic. I'm not gonna even try to say its regular name. Treat this like a regular mimic. It's weak to light, it has access to the same things, and it still is weakened by money. So, use money tricks to do crazy stuff. I don't have access to Energy Ray anymore because I swapped my stuff over. Bad idea on my part, but we still have access to Battle Cry. We're gonna do that in the back room. Full attack, extra damage to this guy. I was hoping for crits. We do have access to Hollow though, which is very valuable. And we will try to steal. Didn't get our blessed water. That's okay though. Enticed by money. Sleepy air. Please do not put most of my guys to sleep. 2 people to sleep. I can work with that. I can work with that. Bro's sleeping on the job. That's fine. Didn't get our trigger. We will do Nice Proclamation here. I'm gonna hope that he doesn't do an AoE move, and if he does, that's fine. I'm not really aiming to do Unscathed bonus here. So, okay, yeah, Hellbound, perfect. Perfect. Didn't even get the extra bonus. Okay, we have... We'll just do Battle Cry again. Try to get a crit, Will. Oh, come on, Will. Okay, we'll do Hama here.
Hulkenberg got them right in their weak spot.
Izme's still snoring. Okay, now we'll run into the front and we'll do Skullcracker. Crit, 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 yes, 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 yes. Gold attack. Still no crit, that's fine. 419 is still really, really good for a regular attack power. Hellbound on Heizme, that sucks. You'll get the crit, but Heizme still be okay. If you were on a higher difficulty, hard mode or regicide, you need to prioritize getting rid of that sleep or removing it. I am a greedy bastard, so I'm not doing that. Instead, we finish off the fight, no problem. Crescent Medal.
Not bad, if I say so myself. Nice.
Strength and luck up for Stroll, and magic and endurance up for Hulkenberg. I thought I was gonna have another heart attack. Oof, that got ugly. Quite the indiscretion to fall for such an obvious trap. We didn't fall for it, I knew exactly what we were going into. So, Will, did I see you pick something up earlier? Is it treasure, perchance? It's some sort of key. Oh, a room somewhere, perhaps. A room under lock and key, in which we might hope a certain ring of value might be found, or for better or for worse.
I see.
Interesting. Finally, a turn of good fortune.
Then
All right, so we're looking for a door then. Let's get that ring and get out of here.
Be careful.
I'm sure we'll find some more treasure chests along the way. And if they're anything like this one, well, spring all the traps you like, but don't say I didn't warn you. Oh, I think we've already taken care of most of the mimics in this dungeon. And they don't respawn, thankfully, so... Okay, I'm sad that we didn't get the steal off of them, but we'll make it work.
What now?
Also, the Crescent Medal, medium MP recovery every turn in battle. I think it's 7 MP that you recover every turn. Maybe it's 5. It's a decent amount, but we won't be making use of that right now.
what's this?
Okay. Yep, so this one is in the middle of the map, and we get access to 3 treasure chests. And all 3 of them are perfectly normal. Thank God. Closure rate for that one, my boys. I said that twice now this video. I need to find new material. Sand Silk Blouse, 150 defense, 4 evasion, increases evasion against strike. Pretty valuable, especially for archetypes that are gonna struggle against strike. You guys gotta let me go, thank you very much. Okay, in the middle here,
Nice.
Sage's Staff, 160 attack power for the mage, and it's an item we can purify in the church, so it might even be better than that. And then on the right, last but not least,
We found something.
Incredible.
Crimson Fangs for the thief. Oh, sorry, for an archetype we have not seen yet, so I'm not even gonna say it. 148 attack power can be purified at the church. Yeah, not for the thief. That's a katana. Those are daggers. We'll talk about that archetype later. Anyways, we're gonna go back to the entrance because there's still one more door we need to open. Hello, guys staring at wall. We're gonna open that wall now.
What's this?
There we go. Thankfully, this key works on both walls. It seems like a safety hazard, but whatever. But they got master keys for a reason. Do you mean... I mean what? Hey, there it is, Malveno's ring. A ring set with a large gemstone. The gaudy jewel cannot distract from the malevolent presence emanating from within. Okay, don't wear it then.
All right.
Yes! That must be the ring.
Hey,
Didn't you say something about that ring having some rather sketchy backstory? All we heard is that misfortune befalls the ring's owner, and if the place we found it is any indication. Absurd. Full of superstition at most.
now then.
Well, how about you try putting it on your finger then?
No.
You see,
Gallica.
you should try it out, Gallica.
What?
Whoa, why me? It's way too big for me anyway. You take it, Will. What? No.
Please.
So it is concluded then. Well, Will, that means its delivery is left to you as well.
Now then.
Shall we head out? I'd rather not linger here, but if you want, we can explore a bit more too. Let's return to the entrance, but I'm not done here just yet.
All right.
Let's return to town tonight. We can focus on the mission once we're back there. What mission? We finished that mission. Okay, we now have reportable quests. However, I'm gonna go in there and get some money, so I'll be right back. In my personal opinion, the best way to farm money in this area, if you want to, is to, whenever you enter the dungeon, you just go straight, you take a right, You need to deal with any of the undead enemies that you run into on this area here. You take care of those two guys. You don't even have to if you want to, but you can take an immediate right through this path and find the big horde of mobs.
There they are.
Right in here, you take care of these guys, you ignore the lich enemy in the very front, and then you can either clear out more enemies if you want to, or you can use Ariadne's Thread by either walking over to Plateau or opening up your map, or not map, opening up your menu and using Ariadne's Thread,
All right.
and this will send you back to the entrance. You can repeat that process and you'll get about maybe 8,000 Reeve per cycle. I'll do this maybe 2 or 3 times. Okay, that's it for me. I've did a little bit of money grinding. We're at 136,000 Reeve. That is plenty for me. Let's call it a day and head back to Martira. Back to the Martira Tavern.
Let's report back.
We found the ring that shady Cuculus guy wanted. Let's let him know soon, and maybe we'll finally be able to get Grius' dagger back. And we really trust him, though. He's conveniently forgot to tell us all that that place was full of fake treasure chests. No denying that. But if we want the dagger back, what choice do we have?
Yes.
We must swallow our suspicions for now, as we have few alternatives. Regardless, we shouldn't drop our guard around that one.
Hold on.
What should we talk about? Well, let's talk about the other candidates we fought so far.
Still, though.
That Goddard sure is stubborn. Still, though, I guess time hasn't been very kind to him. Come now, he's lived twice as long as we have. Though I hope to age more gracefully than that. He's a role model of a kind. A perfect example of what not to turn into. Especially when you age like fine wine, as I have. Is that a joke? No. Nurse is the ideal man, alright? Let's be honest here.
Hold on.
What should we talk about? Let's just get some rest.
The deadline is...
It'll be a few days until the road to Brylehaven's restored. Why don't we make ourselves useful and see if anybody needs our help until then? Fine idea. Doing some good deeds is sure to earn us more support. Of course, we could also help ourselves by further developing our archetypes. I thought myself utterly exhausted, but this meal is delectable. I shall sleep well after such a feast. Say we earned our rest today? Good job. I hear a voice.
Mister.
I wonder how Miss is doing, but I can't ask Miss Fabienne. I'm so sorry, Maria. We haven't even started your bond very much. Trust me, we'll get there. I'm sorry, there's just so much else, so much more to do. We're not doing Maria's stuff today either. Anyways, first things first I want to do today is head over to the King's Rock, as I think right around now we should be having a large amount of accumulated mag, and I'm going to want that for later, as we're going to have so many archetypes we have to unlock. Yeah, look at that big crowd right there. It's not the most amount of mag we could accumulate, but it's good enough.
Isn't that...
Sure seems like the bigger the candidate's faces on the rock, the more qualified they are. Hey, has the order of the faces changed since the royal funeral? The large faces in the first and second are Forden and Luis, but in the third is probably the Ressant Rudolph. Godot's face looks smaller than before. Think it's because he lost that fight on the runner? Probably. The rest are so small. I can only make them out if I knew them. Can't say I see your face anywhere on here either. We need to stand out enough to land in the top 20. That way, your face will finally show up on the King's Rock. Thou art destined to become king. To thee, by thy daily standing accumulated by which thy growth is empowered, take this mag and be gone with thee. 3,500, roughly. I'll take it.
Yep.
And now we know where we stand. Shall we get back to it? Yes, so today we're actually going to be starting a new bond. I'm so sorry, Maria, but we have to start a new bond. It's in my schedule. I know, I'm sorry. Anyways, we're going to head to Thoroughfare Square and begin that. We are not going to talk to that Cuculus fellow just yet. Instead, I want to go over here and talk to Bardon, or Baldon, as I called him in my first playthrough.
Oh, you.
Well, hello there. What are you up to? The city's returned to its lively self, but were it not for all of you. Thinking back, I do remember Lady Joanna disappearing at times. But I had not the slightest doubts about her then. I believed every word Joanna and Morse had to say, and I carried on without a care in the world. In some ways, the situation had shined a light upon my own weakness, and I'll not make this mistake twice.
Truth is...
I'd love to speak with you if possible. I hope you'll make some time for me. Of course.
Thank you.
Thank you. I owe ya. Just need your opinion on something.
And let me say it again. The town is safe now thanks to you. Couldn't be more grateful to you.
Bardon! I heard you fixed up the hole in my shop's wall while I was gone. I could kiss you.
Why, 'twere no trouble at all. Your bonny wife had need of help, and we all have need of your shop.
Well, that may be, but I never knew a captain to be so generous.
My only wish is to render assistance in any way I can. Whatever wee matters I can take care of, I will. Even if they might not turn out as well as yours did.
What the hell? You bumped into me? Well, who could avoid those massive ears, you damn Rousant?
Looks like I need to go keep a brawl at bay. Hey, listen, both of you. Enough already. Sorry about that. Right tragedy for the town hero to see something so disgraceful.
I'm not bothered, but are you?
Oh, my skin ain't that thin yet. It's just... that kind of manky scene has been more common lately. Neighbours coming to blows. Good lads fighting. Whole town is right anxious. And that's what I wanted to discuss with you. I'm curious about you and your pals. You're all of different tribes, eh? Even got highs made to join up with you. How exactly did you get so many different people to come together as one?
We have a shared vision, one which will benefit everyone.
That answer's befitting of you. So that's what brought you all together. And you're the idealistic leader. So it is. What we need here is a leader everyone acknowledges. We need a new system where the people themselves govern the town.
I think that sounds like a fine idea.
I'm much assured by your words. Thanks for being so accommodating. If you can manage it, would you help me out again sometime? With your consult, I know this town will keep getting better.
Of course. I'd like to keep helping you.
Oh, that would be a great help. Thank you. With your support, I'll be sure to make this town a nicer place to live.
I can feel Barden's profound love for the town, as well as his faith in me.
The Honorable Guardsman, Barden. Within him dwells the virtue of the Commander. Nurture thy bond with him, and a new power yet slumbering within thee may awaken.
I shall protect the town you all saved.
And a new bond with Barden, with a nice firm handshake. You can even see the veins. We obtained the Commander archetype lineage. That is our left knee, left shin, I guess. Yeah, that's more closer to the shin, I guess. One of my favorite archetype lineages in the entire game. We'll be seeing a lot of it.
I'd be glad if you came back soon. I'll try to have good news for you by then.
Parted ways with Barden and returned to the group. Now, what you might be thinking is, oh, now we'll go talk to Cuculus and turn in our stuff to get Grace's memento back. Not the case. We could go talk to Nurus, but there's actually something else that we need to do that has a very specific time gate on it. So it's best if we do that now.
Let's go.
First things first, actually, I do want to go to the tavern. There's a quest that I want to grab here. Where are you? Right here. I want to grab this quest real fast before I forget about it. I have in my notes, please grab this quest. I know you'll forget about it, so I'm going to follow my advice.
What are you playing at?
Please refrain from speaking to me. I'm trying to concentrate and cannot afford petty... Well, an elder with a fairy companion. You must be the fool who thinks he can defy his tribe's legacy and take the throne.
What?
Thanks. I take it you don't sugarcoat anything. Who are you exactly? Fine question. I am a chef who once served His Royal Majesty, otherwise known as the Queen of Cuisine.
Whoa.
That's, quite the title. Though you must have some serious skill to make food for royalty. I take it you don't work there anymore? I do not. If I could choose a king to serve, I'd want a true gourmet with a refined palate. But by the looks of you, I'm sure your tastes must be pedestrian. Hey, rude! For your information, we collect all of our own ingredients, and we've gotten pretty good in the kitchen. I mean, we've cooked like 2 things, but which doesn't even know that.
Hey?
Indeed. I wonder then if you could make a dish to satisfy me. I aim to cook something to raise the sunken spirits of this town. So I would appreciate a dish that I could use as inspiration for my own cooking. Is 5,000 Reeve an appropriate reward? I'll also add in some of my high-quality ingredients as well. I'm not simply looking for a dish that tastes good. I need a creation that can help revitalize this town's very spirit. For example, a dish that uses local specialties, a dish that's easy on the stomach and rises like one's spirit after a taste. Is that too much of a challenge for you? I'll do it.
Lovely that.
Such confidence! Perhaps you are capable of surprising me. If your cooking proves worthy, I dare say I might actively support your candidacy.
Okay.
A dish using local specialties. Oh, how about mellow milk? That easy food she mentioned, does she mean something soft and fluffy? Maybe we should start with recipes that call for milk.
Let's give it a
This
shot.
is something that we will be working on later, but I want to go ahead and grab it because I'm yelling at myself in my own notes to grab this quest, so obviously I needed to do it here. We'll get limp goldfish, brocaded koi, and 5,000 Reeve if we complete it. Sounds tough, but I think we can pull it off. We'll get a reward and a new supporter. Let's make a dish she'll be raving about for days. Alright, cool. We have that, but we are not handling cooking today. Instead, we are going over to the podium, as we're going to do something that is a very, very specific time gated, and we need to make sure to resolve it here, or else it will bite us in the ass later. Right over here in the Stairstone Market, occasionally throughout all of the major cities, other candidates will show up near King's Rocks and will be debating their ideologies and trying to gain supporters. And we can go up there and debate them. It does take time, as you can see here, but we can actually go up there and try to debate them on their ideologies. And the choices that you make during these debates will determine how much points you get and whether or not you've won the debate. Winning debates really only matters for raising your eloquence stats, which you can see there is what we're going to be raising, and also for achievements. You need to win every single debate in order to get a certain achievement, and you don't have a lot of options when it comes. You don't have a lot of opportunities to actually debate candidates. So if you are worrying about achievements, you need to prioritize these above all else. So we're going to be debating Roger here on the Martyr podium. As your king, I swear to abolish taxes, laws, taxes, and anything else that restricts our freedom will be abolished.
Oh yeah?
Those are some pretty wild campaign promises. Why don't you put your word against theirs in a debate? If you can make them see the future you're envisioning, I'm sure you'll win some favor. Easier said than done, but you can't pass up this chance. If I enter debate here, my eloquence and my imagination should increase. If it goes well, you might even get some donations. So, wanna give it a shot? I will always be telling you the correct answers for these debates, because otherwise you don't win. So, just follow me. If you're following along, just pick the same choice I do, and you will always win the debates.
Oh my, how interesting.
Are you not the candidate who caused a ruckus at the opening ceremony? I hear you'll help anyone in need. A bit starry-eyed, I'd say, but perhaps you've come to pitch your ideals against mine. Ha ha ha! Of course! I encourage you to exercise your freedoms and challenge me. Okay.
Are you tired of being oppressed?
Hear me! Are we not all entitled to the sweat of our own brow? Why then do we accept the tyranny known as taxes? It is theft by another name, used to fund machinations of the elite. What should benefit the poor lines the pockets of the powerful instead?
Freedom, I say!
Why should the fruits of our blood, sweat, and tears make the fattened swine grow fatter still? The system must be abolished. He's right. My earnings should go to me and me alone. I don't want to pay taxes as much as the next bloke. This may not work out as he thinks it will. Roger's playing to the crowd's bottom line. How should I appeal to them? Only the rich win that way. Whatever our countries need, tax benefit us all. This is the correct answer as much as my broke ass doesn't want it to be, but this is the correct choice.
Please listen.
Taxes are not a one-way street. They benefit us all in the long run.
What?
You mean we must all fund this Commonwealth insurance? No, it is a personal failing if your financial reserves cannot sustain you in hardship. So in an emergency, only the rich folks have been hoarding money are gonna survive. Taxation to fund a world where everyone helps one another? A bit on the nose, but it does sound like something a hero king would put up with. Brilliant!
Well.
Damn, have I truly lost this? Well, I give you credit for your performance today. Yeah! Well, at least Roger was a respectful debate opponent. That was a great debate just now. You left the other candidates speechless. The people appreciated what you said. They wanted to show their support by giving you a little something. Yay, donations!
Works for me.
It doesn't feel like you've improved your eloquence and imagination from this too. It does. +4 eloquence and +1 imagination. This is the main way you'll be increasing your eloquence throughout the game, is by completing these debates. There we go, no problem. After listening to the concerns of the people, I returned to the others. And it looks like we impressed a lot of people, and now we've got the 666. Wonderful. Today is Idols Day, which means it's time for Will's weekly poop.
All right.
In we go. Get our luck +1. We got no crits on that mimic boss earlier. I want to make sure that we are fixing that. Luck increased by 1. What are we at anyways? Will is at what, 35 luck on merchants? Yeah, come on, Will, what's going on, man? Anyways, I want to do 2 more things today before we wrap up. First things first, I want to go talk to Stroll. Stroll is torn. His inheritance could be used to rebuild his noble house or save Rangif and his countrymen. He opens up about his struggles. Maybe I should ask him. Stroll comes to mind. Maybe I should go talk with him. Let's do that. Hey, buddy. Hey, what are you up to? Ironic how fidgety one gets when told to wait, isn't it? Say, have you got some time right now? It's about what we discussed last time. I know I must head to my village to seek clues about my inheritance, but I freeze before I can take the first step. Well, let's go.
Oh, right.
Well, if you're sure, then I suppose now is as good a time as any. My home, the village of Halia, is on the outskirts of Grand Trad. As we'll need the runner, please extend my apologies to the rest. With the runner, we could make it there and back before dusk. Though I can't help but feel guilt to request it for such a personal matter. It's not like we're doing anything else. Let's go! Stroll leading the way, we arrived at last to his childhood home, the village of Halia. Doesn't look like anyone has lived here for a very long time. It's a chilling sight. Traveling here by Gauntlet Runner, you'd think we were practically next door to the capital. Yet as I fled for my life, the nearest settlement felt leagues away. I recall wanting to lie down and give up on several occasions. Probably hard to tell now, but this was once the village's main road, full of people crossing every which way.
Truth is,
You used to be able to see the mountains cresting the horizon above the rooftops. It was beautiful. I wish you could have seen it like that.
No.
I know I'll see it someday. It's been 7 years since that day. It felt like forever ago, and yet only in the blink of an eye at the same time. Afterward, I was shuffled between various relatives, nothing more than another mouth to feed. Fitting, I suppose, of the burden I've become. I went to the site of our manor, but all I found was rubble. A few walls were sort of standing, but it was a sorry sight, compared to how I see it in my mind. Except, I discovered a letter.
take this.
There was a corner of my father's study that seemed to have been disguised to withstand a fire. I found a box there with a letter inside, and I recognized the writing as my father's.
Hey,
I'm afraid I must ask a favor of you. I have no doubt that this is his will, and I know I must read it, but I'm gonna go over there and just do that. Alone. But would you mind waiting nearby?
Yeah.
I'm here for you if you need me.
thanks.
Thank you. It's reassuring to have you by my side. I waited nearby while Stroll read the will. Well, it's a good thing we found this. It seems I do indeed have an inheritance.
And
The will said the family's treasure was dispatched to the royal capital.
What?
You made it all the way to the capital?
yeah,
Yes, but it doesn't give a specific location. The letter is unfinished. I mean, how could it be? No one expected a murderous, rampaging human!
Damn it.
Damn it! If only I... Sorry. Whenever I think back to that day... My father names me the sole heir of his estate. He even addressed the letter to my beloved son, Leon. I only feel shame at such endearments. But as it stands now, the inheritance has but one purpose: to repay the debts owed to my parents and to my people. So if they would see their house rebuilt,
Oh, definitely.
I'll be whatever they want me to be. A noble of prominence or otherwise. If I can make the people speak the name of House Halietis with reverence, and once it lives on the tip of everyone's tongue, maybe then I'll be able to embrace the words, my beloved son. I never imagined the day would come that I would come to terms with these feelings. I owe you so much and more. I sense Stroll's deep in trust and his determination to confront his destiny.
I must use my nobility for good.
We get 2 new abilities at rank 5. Warrior Veneration significantly reduces the mag cost of studying the warrior lineage, and Battle Aura. While in reserve, the amount of experience Stroll gains increases. But first things first. I'm sure he entrusted the inheritance to someone in the capital, but I have no clue who that might be.
Hold on.
You don't have any leads at all.
Yeah.
None whatsoever. All I remember is that whenever he'd come home from the capital, I could smell the fish he'd brought back. Grandtrad was able to source fresh fish from Brylehaven, but in Halia, they were a rare feast.
Aha.
Hey, maybe I'm onto something. He spoke highly of the fish market, so he must have gone to the same one every time. Perhaps they'd remember him. Okay. That may be our best lead. And I'm afraid I shall once more take advantage of your generosity. When we return to Grand Trad, will you help me walk in my father's footsteps? It could still turn out fruitless, so I'll need all the help I can get.
This one's important.
Stroll asked me to help track down his inheritance. He recalled his father frequented the fishmonger near near the Grand Cathedral in Grand Trad. I should start there. We'll increase our tolerance by doing this. We will do it later.
All right.
But first, I have one more thing I'd like to look into. I think we're at a good stopping point for today besides. I think so too.
Let's head back.
Thank you, Will. Let's head back to the Gauntlet Runner. Back to the Martyr Cavern. We will now go and talk to Cuculus. I didn't want to end today without actually completing the thing we were going to the Abandoned Tomb for. Trust me, I've been leading us along long enough. While we're standing out in the middle of the rain, we're gonna go talk to this guy. At least he's got a hat on.
Interesting.
You actually managed to retrieve Malvino's ring. That is impressive. I took you for talented, but you're more of a gem than I thought. A gem. Anyway, don't forget you're into the bargain. Of course, I've already looked into it. In fact, I could go get your dagger back right now. What do you say? Let's go. All right, come with me. Stay hidden and let me do all the talking.
Greetings.
You're Mr. Helliant, yes? I'm here on behalf of your father back in your hometown. You see, he's collapsed. It's such frightful illness that... What? You aren't aware?
The truth is...
Well, this illness requires a very specific herb to treat, one native only to Verga Island. Now, if the travel expenses were taken care of... The man who stole the dagger seemed to completely believe Cuculus's clever story.
Well then.
Yes, just the dagger then. I'll make arrangements to procure the herb, and you can take it to him. I recovered your dagger, though he'd given me the clothes off his back if I'd asked. Figured you'd not approve of that. It's a lie, by the way, about his father being sick, but his town so far away will be long gone before he finds out. Anyway, here. Okay. Cuculus retrieved Grius' memento from the thief and returned it to me. After retrieving the ring from Cuculus, he was able to get Grius' dagger back for us. Got our memento, got increased courage, and 15,000 reeve. You know what? Honestly, I'm okay with this outcome.
All right.
Plus 4 courage, too. Well, about halfway to rank 3. And people are supporting us. 200 people supported us for that con? Okay. No need to thank me. No need to thank me. The efforts you went to far exceed mine. You've no idea of this ring's importance to me. With this, everyone will finally be free.
Huh.
Free?
I appreciate it.
Oh, nothing. Anyway, truly, I thank you. And to show my thanks, please allow me to help you. I can see it already. You're the real deal, the one truly fated to be our next king. And I can see, too, that you'll need my winning strategies to do it.
Hang on.
Let me guess, your winning strategy is that smooth talking you demonstrated earlier? I don't think we need any con artist training, thank you. Come now, deception is more of an art than you know. I've something of a knack for it, you see? You're kind, honest to a fault, really. And for an upstanding chap like you to become king, you'll need someone versed in darker, grayer areas. Someone like me.
Be that as
Of
it
course, my guidance doesn't come without strings. This is business. You'll give me information. Information about the places you visit, trends in the tournament, or the royal magic.
Whoa.
I mean, if that's all you want, then... Now we're talking. In that case, I need to let you in on one thing first.
The truth is,
My real name is Alonzo. Anyone calling me Kukulis is one of my marks. Best if you forget that name altogether.
What?
Huh? What's with this guy? I don't know, but I like him. We moved to a tavern where I told Alonzo all that's happened so far. Then, as we parted ways...
remember those winning strategies I mentioned? Well, the first lesson starts now. I imagine you've led a rather rough life, considering the tribe you hail from. The world is full of unsavory sorts. That's why if you want to improve your life, you must never show a scoundrel mercy. If you're made a fool, you must pay it back in spades. Kindness is weakness, and the weak get robbed blind. I'll keep that in mind. Regard this not as the art of deception, but rather how to steal hearts. The morally sound way, of course.
He's not trustworthy, but he does seem clever. Maybe I could use Alonzo's tactics in the battle for the throne.
A wise choice.
I can sense no small amount of trust and anticipation from Alonzo.
The devious schemer, Alonzo. Within him dwells the virtue of the faker. Nurture thy bond with him, and a new power yet slumbering within thee may awaken.
I assumed you were but a momentary distraction, but there's more to you than that.
Hey, and a new bond unlocked with Alonzo, giving us another new archetype lineage, that of the Faker. Another one of my personal favorites. And that is our left forearm. Alright, and that is most of the archetype lineages. We've only got a few left to go, or we've got them all unlocked.
Who wears the crown next matters little to me. But if it's you, I wager it'll be quite a ride. I'll be heading to Brilehaven after this. Let's meet again there.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
All right then.
Alrighty, and now with 2 new archetypes, a complete dungeon taken care of, 2 new bonds, and our first debate, we had a full day, plus hanging out with Stroll. Yeah, full day. Next time on Metaphor Fantazio, we continue spending our days here in Mortira. With no real dungeons to cover, I guess we're going to be hanging around and increasing our virtues and hanging out with more people. So, with that said, see you soon.